if your family's worth billions of dollars, you're not at the local library.
Yeah.
You're not.
You're not.
You're not. And is that their fault?
No, you don't get to choose the family that you're born into. You definitely don't. But I think it's our responsibility as human beings to look outside of our own world and try to find other perspectives.
I completely agree.
Oh, yeah.
That's the concept behind the Matrix, which
Right.
was created by a black woman. Let me.
Yeah, I will.
You gotta hope that that 1 out of 9 in their culture is gonna move out, and you know what I'm saying, because they have.
Yeah, but one thing is, who says these are the responsibilities that we should follow? I'm supposed to put my children in an environment where they're not blinded by what I had, well, not what they were born into, but what they were born into. Who says it's my responsibility? Who told me? It's like you said, that 1 out of 9 or that 5 out of 9 that have that awareness. It's not, if a person is born into wealth, nobody's saying make sure they get exposed to the kids that can't afford caviar every day.
But here's the thing, though.
Nobody's saying that. That's not their culture.
I'm not saying this is every rich person, because I know good rich people. But what I'm saying is that, like, when you're born into a very wealthy family, you're given information, you're given resources.
Right.
So and they tell you, they create your life for you. They create your perspective when you go out into the world. So a lot of times when they go out, they don't even want to associate with the average person because they think that they're above them. There are people who really
they've already been indoctrinated.
there are people in this world that will look at us. We're all productive men.
Right.
There are people in this world that look at us and look at us as nothing but more than like we're cockroaches or nothing. Like, there are people who
absolutely, of course it is.
I agree. I will piggyback off of what you said, because I remember I was watching Heart to Heart off Kevin Hart and whatnot, and I remember I don't know if it was on the other red table, but I remember him and Kevin Hart was having a conversation. It was kind of like, man, you work so hard to get out of the situation that you grew up in because you don't want your kids to go through that, you know? So you have these values or whatnot. So you, like he said, you kind of built this protective wall around them. But as him and Will was talking, it was like, that's a double-edged sword. Reason being is because now the things that made me, that built character because of the things I went through, I'm also protecting them from that. So now they feel like they don't have any drive or anything to build, you know, to build your character on. I don't know if I'm saying this correctly.
Well, but
you know,
when you say that makes me think about build your character, right? They don't have nothing that will give them an experience or a path that will build character. But when I hear that, I hear you have to go through a struggle to have character.
I know. Now that I will object to that, because you don't have to necessarily have to go exactly through that, but it kind of I ain't gonna say it takes away the drive, but not saying you got to go through the ghetto or anything like that, but you still need to instill the hard work ethics of it.
You can do that without getting food stamps. And I'm not knocking food stamps, right?
Absolutely.
But you can do that without having, you can do that without saying, oh, you got to go mow the lawn and take the trash out to understand principle. You can get these things in other different ways. I just think we believe that doing these things create the character. I think waking up every day, going outside, telling people hello, how your day is going, how are you doing? People don't do that, right?
Right.
That's another way to build character. Yes. Asking someone you don't know.
Holding the door.
Holding the door. How are you doing? It's other ways to build character. Not,
absolutely,
I got to go through what my parents went through. And I'm not knocking their experience, but I think we believe struggle creates character. And I think that is a cycle that we have taught ourselves.
Also, I agree with that.
When you say struggle, I'm gonna have to disagree a little bit. I do think that struggle creates character, but I think there's varying levels of struggle.
That's
right.
And then when the Kevin Hart and Will were talking about it, and they say, "Oh, we shelter our kids from it," that's their faults. That's their downfalls as parents, because you should illustrate or orchestrate a level of, contained struggle for your children.
That makes sense.
It should be, a safe
controllable
space.
struggle.
Controllable struggle. You don't just give it to them. You let them work for it, and you can't make them work for it because that takes away the character. It has to be an internal grit. I have to want to be better.
Right.
You have to get them to the point where they want to be better.
I like that.
Like he was saying, a lot of the wealthier kids or people born into different circumstances of a different culture, they're told this character. Their character is built through them, through what other people are telling them. Hey, this is how we think, this is how we feel, and this is what you're going to do. This is how you should see these people. Not, they don't have to say it specifically like that, this is how you see these people. But, you know, with so many words, they illustrate it. But it's up to a parent and the generations before. That's what you said. Who is the person who made, you know, who said you should do this, or you should have to.
Right.
It's the generations before you. It's your personal struggles. And maybe your personal struggles is going outside and saying hello to everybody because you don't want to say hello to everybody. So you struggled through not wanting to say hello, said hello anyway. You gritted through it. You worked hard at it. And now I'm good at saying hello. Now hey, what's up, everybody? But you kind of have to get to that point.
Right.
The problem with a lot of people in a lot of situations is that there is nothing to be the catalyst to get them to walk out to ask those questions. There's nobody to get them to be, you know, to get out. And then there's no incentive to get them to go out and ask the questions.
That's the word I was looking for. Incentive, drive,
no
ambition.
incentive. There's no incentive.
Some form of gratification.
Yeah.
We got a lot of video games that are announced that are coming out this year. A lot of games coming out. I'm going to name a few video games. Let me know if it's thumbs up, you're going to play it. Thumbs down, you're going to skip it.
Okay.
All right. Of course, Grand Theft Auto 6. Thumbs up.
Everybody going to play Grand Theft Auto 6. Come on, let's go.
Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake.
Oh, it most definitely.
I'm not a Metal Gear Solid person. I've never.
Well, you know what? This would be a good introduction for you. I feel like you should definitely experience that.
Started here.
Yes.
Okay.
Matter of fact, this is the very beginning.
Actually, yeah, this is the very beginning. So if you're going to start, this is the one to start with.
I know it's going to sound
Okay,
crazy,
I might do it.
Yeah, this is the one to start with. All right.
You on Xbox?
Yeah.
It's going to be
Xbox all day for everybody
I'll put
watching.
it this way.
All Xbox all day.
Hell yeah, Microsoft.
Xbox the best box.
Onimusha, not this year, but I think next year. 2026.
They got the remake and
And
part
is it
2 coming out. Well, the remaster coming out this year, and a brand new game coming out the following year.
Onimusha Way of the Warlords.
Brand new game, yes. Remaster,
Brand new.
don't need it.
It's a new story, but it's starting over.
I think so. Kind of like what they did with Dynasty Warriors, perhaps. Don't quote me on that. I don't know, but I feel like it's supposed to be like a new entry. Also, y'all gotta check out this game called Tides of Annihilation. That game looks crazy. And just think of I don't know, let's say Stellar Blade mixed with like Devil May Cry or something. Like it's Devil May Cry and God of War. Like it looks
Devil May Cry. That's all. That'll be.
It sounds pretty dope.
Check out the trailer.
Sound like a good decent game.
Check out the trailer.
All right, Killing Floor 3. Thumbs up, you're playing it. Thumbs down, you're not
Killing
playing.
Floor, I'm not playing.
Nah, I'm not.
Even though I heard this stuff,
I mean,
it's just. I don't know. It's kind of like one of those afterthoughts. But even though I heard great things about part 2.
Okay. Assassin's Creed Shadow. That's coming out really soon.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No?
You know what?
The delays, the pushbacks.
Yeah, you're right.
I will say, I feel
I'm
like
not excited.
The company has a lot riding on this particular game, because if it doesn't perform well, it could cause a lot
but that goes back to what I was saying in one of my other videos. Assassin's Creed been around too long.
Yeah.
It's past its time.
Yeah.
But yay or nay?
Yay. Absolutely.
I'm not gonna play it.
I'm gonna play it because I'm just curious about Yasuke's story and playing Assassin's Creed in Japan in general. But yeah, I do feel like Assassin's Creed should have pulled like Battlefield type of stuff, like come out every few years, but instead of every year or every other year, it's kind of like
diluted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Mirage went on sale. Like I think the price dropped a week after it came out.
Yeah, it was bad.
And then when they pushed back the new one, I said I can't.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at you. Lies of P. You playing it or not?
Lies of P. They coming out with another.
Yeah.
No, they actually coming out with a huge expansion of it.
So they making a full game.
No, just it's still
you
a game, but I don't know. It look interesting, but I can't really say I'm a Souls guy like that. I know it sounds crazy, but it looks good though.
So everybody who brought Lies of P at home with a beta, pretty much.
That sounds like a thumbs down. Borderlands 4.
Absolutely.
I'll play Borderlands.
Well,
all day.
I will not play that shit.
No.
Hell no.
Wait, what? I'm curious. Why?
I never, outside of Crackdown, I never liked video games that were shell shaded. which is the cartoon looking
Yeah.
style video game. I never. What is that? Jet Set Radio or
Yeah.
some other game? I was never a fan
I
of
love
that.
it.
Outside of Crackdown.
You know what? I completely agree. As somebody who grew up at Atari, watched the evolution of graphics and everything, I completely agree. I know some people be like, man, you know, they could be good games. I'm like, hey, we kind of came too far for games to be looking like this. But I will say this, though. There has been 2 games that just changed my complete mind. I don't know if anybody played The Walking Dead, the Telltale series.
Yeah,
or whatnot.
it was cold. That
Great.
was amazing.
Amazing game, but shell shaded. You know, same with Borderlands. Great humor,
Borderlands.
crazy fun, great co-op. You know, it's just like.
But you know what, a game that it's a game that almost got me into shell shaded grain. What's that game? It's a little dude, red, got a cape. Beautiful Joe. Beautiful Joe.
That game was ahead of its time.
That shit, dude, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
But shell shaded, I'm not a fan. But Beautiful Joe, The Walking Dead Tales, that good game.
Yeah, it's only certain games.
It's only certain games.
Yeah. They should do some comic book adaptations.
Yeah.
WWE 2K25.
Definitely.
WWE.
It's coming out real soon. WWE 2K25. Are we playing it or no?
Yeah, definitely. I don't know why,
I'm
but
not the biggest wrestling fan, but I'll play WWE.
Yeah.
I
It's
used to-
always entertaining.
yeah.
I used to be a huge wrestling game fan as far as the games. The last one I really played was SmackDown vs. Raw. That was that era. I got away from it after that.
I did too, but when I played 2024, I don't know. It brought back that feeling that you got when you first played a wrestling game, and it was just like, oh man, this is crazy. Now I know they do the whole general manager and all the background things and whatever. I don't know. I just like getting in there, just having crazy fun. But you know,
Anything I can pick up and play.
exactly.
It ain't. You think I gotta go drop $80 on it? As a matter of fact, before I get into the last 2, Grand Theft Auto 6 is supposed to be the gateway to $80 video games. If games transition to $80 video games this year because of Grand Theft Auto 6, are y'all buying games at $80?
Well, they did say $100.
I heard $100.
Yeah.
But are they that greedy?